We had NBA tip-off yesterday, and it was absolute fireworks. We had a double OT banger to open up the season against the reigning, defending Oklahoma City Thunder, taking on Kevin Durant and the new look Rockets. When I tell you, when they announced Kevin Durant, it was unanimous boos across the board. It was absolutely insane. A double OT banger with the reigning defending champions coming out on top. It looks like SGA and Chet didn't skip a beat. And you got guys all over the Oklahoma City roster who can just hit big shots in big moments. The Kevin Durant led Houston Rockets looked solid out there, one of the better defensive teams in the league. That's why this game went into double overtime. Just couldn't get it done. We'll give that to, and it's hard to say, the lack of experience when you got the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are probably, if not still, the youngest team in the league. Then we head on over to the LA Lakers, taking on the man, the myth, the legend, Steph Curry, who goes out there and upsets the Lakers in their home debut. Luka the Don, though, looking like an absolute dog. We are absolutely missing LeBron, the Pookie, the King James on the court. What he brings to that team when he's on the court is missing. And you could tell that last night. Austin Reeves, foul trouble early, putting on an absolute performance at the end of the game. They just couldn't get it done. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our NBA Finals predictions and our award predictions for the 2025-2026 season. Drop your predictions for both of these down in the comments. We are going to start with our most clutch player of the year. And if you don't remember who won that last year, it is hard to live up to. Talking about Jalen Brunson and the dog he is over there in New York. But there is a guy over in the Minnesota region who I think is going to take a step this year and become our clutch player of the year. I'm talking about Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. What this dude brings to the court, not just talent-wise, but energy-wise, is absolutely ridiculous. We have seen Ant-Man take games over and over and over and over again. I think this is going to be the year. With everything he's been working on, we knew last season he was going into the season working on his catch and shoot ability and taking that to the next level. We saw that. This is a guy who knows what he needs to work on year in and year out to keep improving as a player. If the Ant-Man can stay healthy, I can see him winning the clutch player of the year. And this is a guy, a fan favorite that I think they keep trying to push into the spotlight. And you either love him or you hate him. He's a hero or he's a villain when it comes to playing your team. Ant-Man, clutch player of the year. Lock me in. Head on over to our most improved player of the year. It is a guy who just got a guy in the locker room that is going to do nothing but help him progress as a player. We have Amin Thompson. This is a guy who can defend the best guy on your team and can attack the best guy on your team on offense. Getting love from Kevin Durant, getting all the ball knowledge he can get from him. And this kind of sucks with Fred VanVleet going down. You lose Dylan Brooks in free agency. That is going to do nothing but help Amin Thompson progress as a player and show you what he can do on the court. Amin Thompson, most improved player on the year. Lock me in. Heading on over to the Dallas, Texas region. Where are the Dallas Mavs fans at? Our defensive player of the year. A guy that I am very, very familiar with, ladies and gentlemen, who has been snubbed of defensive player of the year in and year out, being injuries or being from another player. The man, the myth, the legend, the champion, Anthony the Brow Davis. This is a guy who's finally on a team who's not going to have to take the ball down court, who's not going to have to play the 5 position, which he doesn't want to play, because the Dallas Mavs, such a complete team now. You got rookie Cooper Flagg, who is going to be running the 1 until Kyrie Irving is back. When Kyrie gets back, this team is going to be scary because you're going to have Anthony Davis, who can defend 1 through 5, is going to be able to switch on the best ball handler on opposing teams. Anthony Davis looking to get his first defensive player of the year award. This is an absolute dog on the court for the Dallas Mavs. Can't wait to see what the season brings for him. And for our rookie of the year, we don't got to travel too far, ladies and gentlemen. When I tell you we don't got to travel too far, we actually don't got to travel off the team at all because Cooper Flagg is going to win Rookie of the Year. What he is surrounded by in this organization is absolutely insane. You got guys with 2 championship rings. Anthony Davis, champion. Kyrie Irving, champion. That's 2 guys that play, by the way, 2 different positions that can give you 2 different outlooks on the ball. Kyrie Irving, the offensive aspect, how to get the ball to players when they're hot, how to get the ball in different situations to different people, how to get into the paint, how to get to the rack and score, how to get the ball from the 3 and score. Cooper Flagg. On the other side, Anthony Davis on the defensive side of the ball, how to work in the post, how to lock down guys on defense. There is immense knowledge to be given to Cooper Flagg on the court. He is going to be our Rookie of the Year. Heading on over for our MVP again. We don't got to move too far, ladies and gentlemen. We're not staying on the Dallas Mavericks, but we are staying in Texas. My MVP for the 2025-2026 season is an absolute freak of nature. A lot of guys have him winning Defensive Player of the Year, but I don't think that is enough for Victor Wembanyama. If he can stay healthy this year, I think he is absolutely the most valuable player in the league. What he can do on both sides of the ball is absolutely ridiculous, and there's not a guy in the league that can match up well with him. He can play 1 through 5. He can take on your best ball handler. He can score effortlessly, by the way, on your 1 through 5. I don't care who you're throwing down there at the 5. I don't care how big they are. When you see this man on the court, you're like, what am I looking at? He looks like an absolute alien, and I think he's going to put absolute astronomical numbers on that ass all year. I don't see anyone stopping him. I don't see anyone but his health potentially slowing him down. Victor Wembanyama, my MVP. MVP. By the way, I think they're going to upset the Mavs tonight. I do want to throw that out there, and I think he might potentially could get belt to ass. I think he could give the Mavs belt to ass. I think he could give Anthony Davis belt to ass. By the way, this is going to be Anthony Davis' start to his Defensive Player of the Year season, so it's going to be interesting seeing these two go after each other. God, this matchup tonight is going to be insane. Anthony Davis against Victor Wembanyama. Both guys, offensive studs. Both guys, defensive studs. Lock me in and on for our finals predictions. It is 2 teams that are all too familiar with each other. New faces, same logo. Give me the Golden State Warriors taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, but no LeBron this time. Led by Donovan Mitchell, a guy that wants to bring a championship to the land. Just as bad as I think LeBron did, taking on the man, the myth, the legend, Steph Curry. There's a lot that goes into the NBA Finals. Can this older roster for the Golden State Warriors stay healthy? We could have seen an upset last year with Steph Curry if he could have been healthy in the playoffs. The man was taken over. Hamstring injury took him out the rest of the playoffs, and it was the Oklahoma City Thunder who went to the finals in that conference. I can see a team like the Golden State Warriors staying healthy. You got Steph Curry, you got Jimmy Butler. That is 2 insane offensive guys. Draymond Green, who I almost put as my Defensive Player of the Year, the way he's going to be able to play defense now. And the depth I saw the Golden State Warriors have last night, just this guy shooting, this guy shooting, this guy shooting. Buddy Hield, Ponzinibbski, Kuminga was out there hooping. There is a lot of potential with the Golden State Warriors. And you got the Cleveland Cavs, who fell short last year, and it really was due to injury. You had Donovan Mitchell banged up. You had Mobley banged up. You had a lot of your key guys banged up going into the series against the Pacers. Pacers, no slouches, by the way. But this is a team who looks like they're hungry and can play both sides of the ball. I almost said 1 through 5. Donovan Mitchell, kind of iffy on the defensive side of the ball. But you got a lot of good defenders on this team. There's a lot of potential. And especially the Cavs in a division with who are they really going to compete with? You know what I mean? Who is going to stop the Cleveland Cavs going to the finals? Is it going to be the New York Knicks, who seem to choke year in and year out? We know who can stop the Golden State Warriors. It could be the Oklahoma City Thunder. It could be my Los Angeles Lakers. It could be Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. The depth in that conference is absolutely ridiculous. The Cavs are going to have a cakewalk. Now, who do I think is going to win these finals? Only time will tell. And here is our recap. Our clutch player of the year, we got Ant-Man, most improved, Amin Thompson, defensive player of the year, Anthony Davis, rookie of the year, Cooper Flag, and our MVP, MVP, Victor Wembanyama, and our finals teams, the Golden State Warriors, taking on the Cleveland Cavs. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know who you think are going to win all of these awards and be the finals team down in the comments. Don't forget, like and follow.